It's all just laid out, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there's a comfort thing, I suppose, but
it goes both ways. I think Trent is on the right track, though. That like with Liquid, for example, they'll pull out different picks very regularly. You know, like pretty. Oh, is he going to pick Slark? No way. Miracle picks Slark. Okay, Miracle's playing Slark. Right? We saw that at Dota Pit a lot, where they really have a high propensity for variation. And yes. Fnatic, it seems like that's not quite the case. Seems like an okay game for the Storm Spirit, though. Obviously, Bat Rider, Night Stalker, pretty good at locking down the Storm. But Abed has some options here, and I think with good positioning, this could end up being an alright game.
Yeah, and I'm not being totally fair to Fnatic either. Like, they were playing Envy Beastmaster a couple months ago, so I guess there was a chance that could have been some like last pick thing, and they've done Envy Bat Rider. They've kind of mixed up between him and Ohio in the past, so perhaps they weren't comfortable with a lot of the mix-up that they were doing, and that obviously they've made it to a couple lands now, so whatever they're doing is certainly working better than what they had before. And it looks like it'll be exactly what we were talking about in terms of laning.
Yeah, I think I will say.
Oh, except it is the mid. Well, with the gyro pick, yeah, I would agree with the mid gyro over the mid Matumba man.
Yeah, that makes sense. I will say, though, the Warlock pick was a bit of a surprise. I mean, yeah, all of the other heroes are comfort heroes for Fnatic, I think, but PILINGON playing the Warlock was not something I expect because it was a hero that I haven't really seen a lot of recently.
It used to be a big one for PILINGON, though. Like, yeah. I remember back in the phase of Warlock, he was one of the most consistent. So, it makes sense in terms of, like, creating two strong side lanes. These are some pretty obnoxious heroes to play against.
Yeah, they're still going to have to deal with the Lone Druid. They're going to have to deal with the Gyro mid, like you talked about, which is always frightening, especially Max's homing missile. You have GH roaming around, especially when it gets to nighttime. So, PILINGON, I don't know if he's going to really be able to help Envy. He might have to sit mid, maybe for Abed for early. I mean, I don't even know if that's the case. I think they might just want to sit bottom with PILINGON. I'm not sure how you deal with some of these lanes.
Yeah, I think PILINGON will just be bottom. It looks like in terms of Liquid's drafts, I would try and focus down the Lone Druid as much as possible and try and delay his Midas. That would be the best thing, in my opinion. And it feels like Liquid are just going to be giving tons of attention to the mid lane, just to make sure Miracle is a really good start. And when you look at Liquid's draft, we want to see what can GH do? Like, what lanes can he accomplish something in? Top lane, not really. Maybe if there's a root at level 5, you can try and make a rotation. So he should just be playing between these two lanes. And currently they don't have the best vision. They can see both ramps here. So that is pretty good, actually. They also have little sight lines in here, so Fnatic should be aware of when Night Stalker's roaming down.
Yeah, they need some good vision. Keep an eye on him, and DJ will sit mid now for Abed. So it'll be the Warlock bottom as you predicted, but I think DJ's going to start here at the very beginning of this game. But even so, I think he might rotate out and go top, like you said, just putting attention. But they will have the Arctic Fern. DJ might get caught. The Ice Shard's nicely done for DJ. That'll keep him alive. He was getting chased down, and not enough damage to get either of those kills.
He's been practicing his little turnaround shards. I
mean, DJ, despite like having a rough game last game, he did a couple of really great shards throughout the extent of the game. And I mean, with this type of hero, with this type of player with a high skill cap, it should be pretty good for DJ, even in this game.
Yeah, and with them bringing both supports mid early on, that meant that DJ is forced to be there. Obviously, he wants to give a lot of space to Abed in the first couple levels too, but that means that top lane, it's Ohio all alone. He's playing under the tower. He's been using these axes, spamming them out as much as he can, but he's being wrapped on pretty hard by GH.
I mean, look how deep he is. He's pretty much under the tier 1 tower. Might be able to eat his way through. He has a Quelling Blade to get out of trouble, but GH is finally going to run it. It's just level 1 Void, which isn't that much damage, and he already has a salve and 7
Oh yeah, he's got 5 armor too, so like... Yeah. Despite the positioning, GH is just like... I mean, there's a ward too, and you still see how aggressive Ohio's playing. Like, he knew Night Stalker was there.
So, I mean, Ohio's feeling pretty good. Like you mentioned, this is one of his best heroes in terms of what he can get done. This will leave the Mind Control Bat Rider up against the Envy Bristleback in the bottom lane. Envy does have a wand, obviously. This is kind of an interesting matchup. Envy's doing pretty well already, but I think Mind Control should still be fine, more than likely, in terms of getting last hits, maybe?
Yeah, Battle of the Spammers. They both have wands. It's pretty awkward. It just gets into, like, a kill fight, right? Where, like, once one hero commits, the other commits. If you start stacking Quills, I'm going to start stacking Napalm.
Yeah.
So, one hero dies, and the other one lives at, like, 10% HP.
It's going to be a bit of a battle, like you mentioned. We'll see. They will have some more supports coming in, like Hiroki is rotating down bottom. He will help out. PILINGON, of course, has the Shadow Word, which is kind of the X factor in this engagement. This Twilight Eye might get caught. Yes, stick charges, 4 sticky napalm stacks, and he might just die here. It's going to be your first blood going the way of Liquid, and now Envy's also in trouble. He will stick up Mind Control. He's got plenty of wand charges himself. The Snowball coming in. Mind Control, he's going to use those wand charges, but it might not keep him alive. The Shadow Word and one more auto attack are ticking him down. But again, it is first blood going for Liquid, and that's a big kill, as it's Mind Control that picks it up especially.
Yep, good rotation from Kuro down there, and then it does at least make some space for Abed mid. He's 18-5 now. It's looking pretty good.
That is a great start. I mean, he is having a great time in this mid lane for now.
Top lane, Matama Man 4.25. So that level 5, that's where we're going to look for the forcing out of the roots. See if he can just drive Ohio away or create an opportunity for GH to roam in. And I'm not even talking about Curl roaming it too, right? He is a Wyvern, so it's pretty obnoxious as well.
Yeah, he's just sitting bottom for now. It's turned into a try versus try down in the bottom lane, which could be pretty interesting given the heroes down here. They're going to look for Envy. They have Shadow Word. No, it's on cooldown for 3. Good Snowball save coming out with the Firefly is going to do a lot of damage. Envy still getting caught. 5 stick charges. Shadow Word coming in. Not going to save him. And DJ might be next. The Firefly, the Ice Shards. It will not save him in Mind Control. We'll find a double kill. Maybe gets the triple with Fire coming in. It's going to be Kuro that gets the last hit coming out. It's 3 dead in this bottom lane for Fnatic. And it's just too much damage, too much sustain to deal with here as Liquid run them all down.
Oh, meanwhile, mid.
Maybe they get the Stone Miracle. Snowball. Ice Shards is going to come through. Miracle. Gives up the homing misses. They need one more auto attack. Abed is going to use the Fairy Fire for Miracle. Keeps him alive. Ice Shards. He's going to salve up, and Miracle probably lives now. Oh, man. The Fairy Fire coming in. That's huge. Also getting the homing missile onto Abed just to make sure he can't chase any further. That's a really big kill. Just going by the wayside for Fnatic.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Miracle saw him place the ward. I think there was an uphill hit there, so it's possible that they're going to be aware of that as well and get that dewarded.
Yeah. In the meantime, they continue to put more pressure on Envy bottom lane. Now, I mean, I thought it was going really well for Fnatic in the first few minutes, but all of a sudden, that 3 hero kill down bottom makes things a lot more difficult if you're Fnatic, I think.
A lot of this will also be relying on Ohio. DJ, man, DJ's really good at these Ice Shard plays. I thought he was going to snowball up here from the vision from Ohio, and then he just shards up. I'm like, damn.
He's just making stylish plays, man. That's what he does, DJ. All style.
Yeah, it's a little harder to do that trick now, too. But the big thing this game, I think, is you have Ohio, who doesn't need Blink, right? He can just make a play once he hits 6, whereas Mind Control, not only is he only level 4.5, so he's a bit behind the Beastmaster, he needs better itemization to actually make plays happen. So we're going to be looking for Ohio to be the person to kind of pick this game back up for Fnatic, yeah. And then in combination with the Bristleback, actually get some buildings down.
I mean, level 6 is going to be a huge turning point for this Beastmaster for Fnatic. They want to get a Roar. Good Savage Roar, speaking of which, comes down into Ohio. He's actually mid-axis cast. DJ also had the Snowball ready. So Matama Man, he still has 30 last hits. He's got 10 denies. He's playing really aggressively. He wants to get a root. This bear is so tanky, so tough to deal with at this point. And now another wrap coming in. GH has a ward. He'll see DJ. The Void will come in. That actually might keep DJ alive because they weren't really ready to set up their 4 kill at the very least.
Yeah, and he's just been abusing these bounty runs. GH keeps getting these too. So every time he's there ready for it.
3. Nighttime, not that bad. Nighttime's going to end, though, in about 1:45. DD rune will be picked up by Miracle. They have a couple of stacks around. I think just 1 stack, actually, for or rather, Mind Control in this jungle. It's one of the hard camps being stacked up. Now, Abed's going to get chased down. He doesn't have his Ball Lightning to work with, but instead they're going to turn on DJ with
Miracle's insane.
Yeah,
he's got a DD, but damn, dude.
He is running to the Uber cliff. DJ is on the run. The Snowball save will keep him alive. The call down coming in. He still has a double damage ring. Can they do anything with this? They still don't have the Primal Roar, and now Pilot Eye coming in as well. The Fatal Bonds, Miracle. He really wants this kill. Ohio needs to be careful. The Rocket Barrage. He still has the double damage ring, and Miracle gets a double. Can they get a triple? Abed's going to be under the tower. GH also diving along with him. The Ice Shards will just narrowly miss. DJ's got a Snowball to work with. Can get there in time. The Vision, they have it, but it's not going to be enough. That is insane. That's just
wow.
Quite the dive for Miracle.
That was shocking, honestly. I'm a little bit taken aback here. That was crazy. What a good play. Just abusing. Look at the Dire Courier. And you see look at all these blades to attack, dude. This is terrifying. Like, that's a lot of phase boots. They're about to be a very speedy team. But what an abuse,
you know what
right?
This is? It's the changes to the side shot. No phase boots in the side shot anymore.
Yeah, it's hilarious. There's all these phase boots flying out. But Miracle just abusing the Storm's not 6. So he starts running in. He's like, Storm cannot do anything. I'm going to kill anyone in my path. Ends up with an easy, free double kill. Suddenly, he's 7.5. Like, Miracle just got such a crazy boost. He just dives so deep. Oh, it's crazy to think that, like, any level, like level 6 on the Beastmaster, Miracle would have died. There was, like, any sort of stun on maybe the Bristleback or someone, and he was able to TP and do something. Miracle just, like, finds his abuse. It's just so smart to see that play. It's so rare you'll see someone dive that far this early in the game.
Before Primal Roar, the Beastmaster still was level 5 while that fight was happening. If he has that particular ability, things might have turned differently. They even rotated a lot of heroes for Fnatic. But Liquid were there to back him up. It felt like Miracle was on his own for the first minute or so, and then the rest of his team was diving in deep. It is nighttime, of course, or rather it was when he was getting that kill, which makes things a lot easier. But all of a sudden, there is a 4K lead, Trent, at 8.5 minutes into this game. That is significant.
Yeah, we just have to wait for that. Again, level 7. So he is going to be built for it. We're talking about how there's been a lot more leveling of the axes lately. Ohio, not going to be the case this time. He will get the 4 points in the Call of the Wild. He'll be ready for the summoning. And there it is right now. So 40 seconds until that'll be prepped. And we'll see if he goes a-hunting with the Tusk. But there's already smoke happening down bottom. Tusk and the Warlock, they're going to move through some vision here from Liquid. So this is going to help them. Liquid might not be ready.
The Void comes in, and I don't think they're going to find this. They went a different direction. And
yeah, they want him to come back.
Radiant are scanning.
And Liquid are just out of here. They got a huge stack for mind control. He's not really concerned. He's third in the net worth. This smoke might not accomplish that much for Fnatic. They want something. The snowball's got to come in. DH trying to get away with the space boot. This should be a kill, and it will be Envy taking him down. It is a support, but it is still a kill going the way of Fnatic.
Meanwhile, Miracle, though, just in the mid lane, flat handling down waves. Another one's coming through. And Envy actually is to make the TP to stop this. And that'll give some space over to PILINGON in the bottom lane. So the exact same thing they did last game, where Pile will have a chance to get a 6 around the 10-minute mark.
This is insane. I mean, Matumba Man has so much farm. He's top the net worth. He's probably got his Midas already, or at least he's close to it. He actually just got an extra bounty rune with the Savage Roar from the bear. That's pretty funny. Meanwhile, he's going to go for a TP. They have last, so they will use it. The Firefly will come out, and that will be a secure kill, although the Snowball will save him for a moment, but not much more than a moment. He will try to get it to the high ground, and Kuro is going to get this kill, maybe? It's going to be mind control. Another kill going for Liquid.
Yeah, it doesn't even waste his charges. But, yeah, Matumba Man, I thought they put more pressure on him, but they have left him completely alone. They haven't found a way to deal with him in the slightest. They kind of traded for their own Beastmaster, but Ohio still hasn't done anything.
They Shadow Word him up. They have no Golem. He's level 5. They might actually turn this around. GH is going to be on the run. He's going to use his phase boots. He speeds on out of there. Almost a good turn coming in. Ohio's going to walk through looking for a target. Mind control. He has a TP scroll. They need the Roar. They have the
used it on...
go for it. I think he's just gone. They have no Golem.
Yeah.
And that is just everybody getting away, other than Kuro at least. So
yeah, he roared Kuro.
That's it.
Gave him the kill there. But, I mean, that's your first kill with this Beastmaster. And you traded that for a Midas Lone Druid with 2,500 gold. Not a good trade.
I mean, and Miracle is still farming out of his mind, too.
Yeah. But, like, Ohio needs a big impact kill. It can't be a Winter Wyvern. Like, he needs to smoke mid and roar Miracle. He needs to find him doing Ancient Stacks or something. I can't see this being enough. The next roar is now 35 seconds away, and that means top will just get denied because Matumba Man, he didn't go down, Miracle didn't go down. The pressure is not being relieved at all, and you've got a 5k lead at 11.5 minutes.
With a Beastmaster, they have level 4 Call of the Wild. They have Roar. And yes, you do have an Abed Storm Spirit, and he is in fact going Bloodstone, so maybe the late game is a bit better, but it's not like Envy's getting that much farm also. I mean, he's a little bit behind that of that route.
And Liquid is the one. They've shrined up. They're smoking mid. Like, they're still going to keep this pressure going.
I think they have the Heart Spring coming in. He's going to get silenced up. The goal might be able to turn this around. Rocket Barrage more than enough damage for Miracle. Now PILINGON is going to be next. And he will get dropped. A Splinter Blast and a double kill for Miracle. Is now dominating. Abed is in with the Ball Lightning. They're going to try to turn this around. Kuroki. He has the Cold Embrace. He will get dropped down by the Remnant. Now, they might find more here. It's going to be a 2-for-2, but again, they lose Ohio for this. Abed does have an Arcane Rune. Maybe wanted to chase down Miracle, but again, Matumba Man is now in. He's got the Bear with him. He does plenty of damage. Mind Control still has Lasso to work with. He's going to try to find it. Good running away, rather ball landing away from Ob to get out of trouble. And that could have gone more disastrously. Although I think, yeah, I mean, that's could have gone a lot worse, I think, for Fnatic, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah, could have been for sure. I mean, there was a very nice ward. It just died, but it was placed in here in the middle lane. That's what they smoked in towards. It let them get the instant initiation on top of Ohio. So I think it was like a 400 gold advantage for Fnatic overall, just because they're down so much. So not bad, but they're also missing the tier 1 mid. This is going to lower the safe area farming for Abed. It kind of takes away these 2 camps on the Radiant side for him as well. So he's going to have a couple issues. And speaking of towers falling, bottom is about to go down, and he's got relic gold.
He is in trouble. The call down is going to come in. There's the silence. The Shadow Word will keep him alive, but not for much longer. He's going to get dropped by the Firefly of Mind Control. Miracle will get the last auto attack. Say mega kill, and Pili die will fall yet again.
Hey,
Mind Control now dominating.
Do you remember when they stole all their ancient stacks?
Yeah.
That's going to happen again. Like, they've picked another hero that can abuse this, because like Envy teams have always been ancient stack abusers. It's been like a big part of him, and now Crow's gonna spot it. He's like, oh hey guys, look, it's an ancient stack. Oh look, we picked another hero that can farm ancients. Isn't that convenient?
Flag cannon's up. It's level 3. I mean, Matumba Man's just pushing bottom too, so there's not much anything they can do. They can get this tier 1 tower top lane. They need to rotate. They cannot keep the ancient stack alive. I'm almost certain this is going to get taken down by Liquid. But
don't worry, Abed is farming the ancients on the dire side.
Yes,
as he gets rooted. Don't worry, he stacked it for them too.
Oh, how nice of him.
That's very kind.
He's going to get the Prowler Shaman at least. He actually takes so much damage though from the armor reduction coming out. GH is, by the way, invis, and he has Crippling Fear, and it is nighttime. And Abed might be dead if he's not careful.
Oh, he's so low on mana. Oh, he's dead!
The Void. And the Crippling Fear will come out. Meanwhile, Miracle gets
Team?
mid lane. Roar comes in, but Abed's solo. Maybe they turn this. Ice Shard Snowball coming in. Abed trying to get some auto attack. Rocket Barrage coming in, but he can run. He's actually so low on mana. He needs a wand charge. He's got 2 wand charges in about a second here. Still going to get dropped, I think. Yes, a double kill for Miracle as he rotates in. Ohio's trying to man-fight Crow. That's not going to work out. He gets dropped as well. And all the meanwhile, Matumba Man is just farming bottom.
Yeah, he has, I think the Radiance is done. I think the recipe's on the courier, yeah. He can just fly to himself. But Miracle needs his Maelstrom first, of course.
Oh. Pardon me, says Matumba Man. Let me get that Maelstrom for you. I'll have the Radiance come
Dude,
out.
if DJ gets this courier, that would be so god tier.
There's no way. I don't want to say there's no way. That's
wait, he just sent the bear home. I think he forgot to get it. I think he meant to get the Radiance recipe.
Unfortunate. DJ's going to run into GH here. GH doesn't see him, obviously. Courier's coming. Maybe you're right. Maybe I spoke way too soon. In fact, I'm sure I did. But I still think this is going to be tough. Instead, he's going to walk out. Courier won't spot him. Or rather, DJ will not spot the Courier, I don't believe.
That's definitely what he was hunting for. Doesn't feel like there's much else he'd be doing here.
No, he's not going to see it. So. All right, there's a 7K lead. I think it's pretty big. It feels like it could be bigger for Fnatic, but
look at this dire ward. It's in here so early on in the game. They see the Tusk, they see the Warlock. They have a smoke in the Warlock's inventory, and they have level 6. So they're just like, okay, hey, look, they're trying to play. So now you know there's probably a lot of dire Radiant heroes up in this area. If they're rotating up that way, and yep, there's the circle from GH. He's like, hey guys, I think they're all there.
Can't really get. I mean, Envy can't get up to the top lane, so they need to be careful if you're Fnatic too. He's just sitting and farming bottom. There's no tier 1 tower to TP into. Maybe the Shrine, but there is a ward that will scout out Mind Control and the rest of Liquid. Miracle and Kuroki walk up into it. The scan does hit though. I mean, they know Abed is over here farming these camps, or at least somebody's here. They will smoke, of course.
I think their smoke is going to be spotted or something if they end up smoking here. But so like the Radiant also know the dire move through here, so
they're going to. I mean, they're just back. They're not going to do anything with the smoke. They realize that this has probably been rewarded for Fnatic. Maybe they rotate in the jungle this way. They see Kuroki, but they know the rest of them are top lane. And Kuroki's, by the way, de-warding here. So
Liquid have just done so much to ruin this game for Fnatic. Like, stealing that ancient stack is just so massive it's a bristleback.
Kuro will get off the Cold Embrace, the ball lighting in. Abed a little bit low on mana now.
I think that missed.
Dangerous.
He didn't get the ball damage.
Twilight Eye is going to get dropped. I don't think he gets the golem off. He's going to get silenced. They should have enough damage. He won't be able to get it through. And that'll be 28 seconds on the sideline. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they're going to take down Ohio.
Have you ever heard of the term disaster?
Envy is going to be next. There's the last looking at the Firefly. And This is going to be a disaster. Potentially, maybe they can get mind control, but Envy's taking so much damage. The homing missile, the Firefly, he's burning to death. And it's a double kill for Potumba, and it just gets worse and worse for Fnatic as DJ is going to get destroyed. Ice Shards coming in will not be able to save him, and Fnatic are getting run over here in this second game.
It's just like everything's going so well for them, honestly. I don't know how things could go any better. And things like, I don't know, you're balling from like your former mid-tier 1 to here. You don't even hit the ball. Kuro just lives and you kill the Warlock. They haven't used the golems yet. They haven't had a good roar into summons this whole game. Liquid are just so ahead of the movements.
Maybe they get the bear. Oh no, the Savage Roar. This bear is going to live. That's depressing. It was so close. And it's like everything that can go wrong will go wrong for Fnatic at this point, essentially. It just feels out of control.
Got a regen rune on Storm. Maybe we could find something. I'm trying here, guys. You know.
Yeah,
I'm giving a little bit of regen rune. Yeah, don't have a tier 1 mid. Don't have a bottom tier 1 gone. Yeah.
All right, Bloodstone, regen rune. This is what Abed does to get back into the game. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very tough. Got some bongos on Envy. He gave up on his Radiant streams.
Yeah, no, he is in quick buy still, I think. I think he bought it, the drums, but he's still trying to get to that Radiance. He's hoping one day, soon, he will have enough money to buy a Radiance. It's not looking likely, though. They will have a Shadow Blade for Beastmaster. I mean, every movement they've made for Fnatic has just been... It's been spotted, and it's been seen, and there's not anything they can do, really, about it. And, I mean, they just get split pushed down. This has been typical Liquid taking control of the map, getting things done with GH and Kuro in the early game, getting mind control super farmed. They have everything they need pretty much to be able to start getting these tier 2 towers and perhaps Roshan as well, as they now have the side gunner available for the Gyrocopter. Liquid, with that, they will smoke up, they will try to find a target. So too will Fnatic, though. They will make their way over towards
this
the
is the recovery move I was just about to mention. Like, they have to go for a Rosh. You get an Aegis on the Storm Spirit. This might be a way to win this game. It's terrifying against this die, but Liquid don't see it coming, considering how much...
Get pushed into the tier 3 tower. I mean, Man's already up to the high ground with the bear, and he's going to know there's nobody here. Liquid are smoked right behind him. They have to know that there are some people at the Roshan. I mean, they're going to try to get the Sages, and they will, but they will lose the tier 3 tower potentially. I mean, Miracle is already starting to do some damage. They'll TP Envy back. They'll get the tier 3. It is Roche, I suppose, for Fnatic, but now they might lose this melee rack. Envy is trying to do anything that he can. They'll pop the rabbit to battle cry. They will jump in, and they can't even get the bear before it takes down the rack. The bull will come through. Remember, Potumba has another bear to work with anyway, so does it really matter? Probably not. They get the silence on the Abed, who, by the way, is an arcade root. They want GH. They might find him. He has Hunter the Night. He can get the low ground. Ohio jumps in. He's got the roar. There's the Winter's Curse. They'll jump in with the golem on top of it. Maybe they can get the skill mind control. He'll get the lasso off in time, and Abed is going to be next to the Savage Roar. The silence is up. That's the Aegis gone, and they haven't gotten anything for Fnatic. In fact, it's a double kill for Miracle. The side gunner coming in. It's the Rax and Liquid. They're about to just, I think, 2-0 this series rather quickly, and stylish fashion as well. Ugh.
Where? Oh, it just went down that fast, eh? Jeez.
Yep. You mean the Aegis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is rough. But very nice play from Liquid. They made that rotation through the middle. Like, you saw there was a line drawn where they wanted to cut mid, and when they didn't find anyone, and you saw how far Potumba had pushed the wave at that point because the Radiance is... I think Abed's fine. And man, is he going to deny himself? He's going to deny himself.
He's dead. I'm pretty... The silence is just rough. That silence is brutal, man. That was just like a Night Stalker on his own, pretty much, just taking down Abed. He's back up in 5. I mean, he had Bloodstone, which is great, but they've taken another tier 3 tower in the mid lane. They've got a full set of rack bottom. There's a Radiance Assault Kuraz bear named El Doge. Of course, it's been Potumba Man's bear's name. It's classic.
But yeah, back to that, like that whole rotation, because they check through here, because there were heroes in the mid from Fnatic. So they go through, they don't find anyone. Potumba pushes the tier 3, and they just go, okay, maybe they are in Roche, but who cares? Like, we'll just take their full set of racks. Absolutely brutal. And Abed has no mana.
He has no mana. He's going to get last week. Snowball, but he's still in trouble. Another silence, and that is another death for Abed. Dead for 26. At this point, he's just trying to find whatever he can. Good Winter's Curse, and Envy is just beating on DJ. find himself a kill, and then here comes the AC, jumped up. They're going to try to find this goal. They have the Roar. Miracle in trouble, but he gets earned a Cold Embrace, and he's still alive somehow. It's a double kill, a dominating spree.
Please kill this guy.
Find even more. I mean, at this point, they're just running in, they're dying back. It's a triple kill from Matoma Man, and there's not much left in the tank here if you are Fnatic. They're trying their damnedest, but they continue to lose fights, and it is now a 24K net worth lead for Liquid.
Abed just makes a big zip, but can't find anyone teeping out in the trees or anything. So that's a 10, 0, and 8 Gyrocopter, a 5, 0, and 7 Lone Druid, and both of them over 15K net worth as they split the gold on the Dire side, and they're both doubling up Abed.
So, Trent, I suppose the question to ask now is where does this all go wrong for Fnatic?
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
No rotations from the Beastmaster, no ultis from the Warlock in the early game.
They lost their Ancients. They were stolen away. They lost their tower so early they couldn't defend their Ancients. I wouldn't even say it was so... Well, yeah, actually, you know what? There were a lot of mistakes from Fnatic. I think they couldn't capitalize on anything. They didn't make those early game maneuvers, and obviously Liquid are just... It had so much early game vision. Like, this Night Stalker's just running around inside because he's so tanky, and he's just placing down these wards. Like, when they killed Envy at the Ancients that they're at now earlier, they had a ward down. And then they just rotate through, they find the other Ancients, they destroyed the towers so early on that they didn't really give them a chance to have that bounce back with the Bristleback, and Envy just felt like nothing this game.
The vision, just like you were just talking about, has been absurdly good for Liquid in terms of what they've been able to accomplish because of it. Literally all the moves Liquid have made in the first 20 minutes of this game were mostly due to great vision coming out from GH and the rest of Liquid, getting some excellent sentries down, getting some excellent observer wards down like you talked about. And Fnatic, this time they might not get spotted. They will run in, they have a smoke of deceit, but it feels like Liquid already. Mind Control will see this first. There's the Lord Kuroki, trouble forced away into trouble. Abed, they've got the golem dropped down. That's one dead hero. Maybe they can at least get more out of this. But to the man, he sharded up, but Envy really doesn't have enough damage. They need way more. They have no more Roar. There's the Walrus function, there's the Frozen Sigil, and Miracle is in. This side gunner, the Rocket Barrage, he immediately gets a double kill. He gets a triple. He's going to get an ultra kill, and that is it. Good game is called. Liquid will move on, a 2-0 victory. Absolutely dominant performance here for Team Liquid.
Yeah. Total destruction. Just completely outplayed.